Hi guys, this is SDJR7F88 speaking with a quick channel update. As you can imagine, there's been a lot going on recently and a lot happening, hopefully in the not too distant future. So I thought it's about time that I do an update and fill you guys in with what's actually happening. So first of all, as you saw in a bit of a reveal video, I've been quite busy recently along with a few fellow YouTubers, friends and family. And I'll pop a link in the top of the screen now for you, but I recently took part in a TV programme called the Great Model Railway Challenge. Now this programme will be airing very, very soon. I will hopefully confirm with you the dates when I get them, but I'm allowed to talk about, basically drop a bit of information about this programme, get you guys involved with this programme, but it's very, very exciting. And basically this is that special project that I've been mentioning in a couple of updates and a couple of other videos that's been taking up my time, especially around May and June. I think I remember it was filming took place, but basically for a couple of weeks and a couple of weeks before that when we did planning and preparation for the show, I was very, very busy, and I couldn't basically get on and do videos that I wanted to do. So such as like Garden Railway videos. I know a couple of you guys were really, I've been asking about Garden Railway videos. But basically they've been on sort of on the back burner, as to put it. We've had that lovely weather recently, but with work and of course this show, haven't really had much time to get out and do anything with the railway itself, and it needs to be prepared and checked. I need to do some maintenance on the bridge as well. But anyway, I digress. This TV programme, yes, is an amazing experience, and of course do check out that video for a bit more information. That video, ironically, was filmed before the TV show, so basically, I'm sort of questioning myself there. It's because I didn't know what to expect, and all I can say is when we got there, we were very, very pleasantly surprised, and I have no doubt that the television company would do a good job with the programme. It really, really was an enjoyable experience, and I cannot express that enough, and hopefully I'll be able to do a video about that in the not too distant future, be able to draw a bit more publicity, as I mentioned, for the show. And then of course there are a couple of videos confirmed which I hope to upload which were filmed during the making of the show, and I'm in talks at the moment with the production company about these videos, and fingers crossed I'll get the go-ahead to give you a few behind the scenes videos of the show and how we got on. So yeah, it's really, really enjoyable, and recently I've been meeting a couple of some of the other teams that were involved in the show as well, which is really, really nice. As you saw, I went down to the Isle of Purbeck Model Railway exhibition last week, and of course Laurie Calverton was there, and you'll be able to see him on the show as well. Chap called Fred, again, amazing chap. Met him for the first time. He's been following my videos for a while, and I've been following his, and it was great to meet him there as well. And as you know, I was at Rail Wells the other weekend, and a couple of other teams that were on the show that mentioned that we all sort of heard about other teams being on the show, and it was great to actually get to meet them as well. So yeah, so highly recommend it. And of course, when I have more information on this exciting project or this show, I'll let you know. But to give you a bit of a sneak preview, if I just lean over here, there's a little name on the board there, and that might give you a bit of a clue as to our team. But anyway, I'll stay tuned, and hopefully I'll have a little video for that anyway in the not too distant future. Main things, the Trench Railway. Now the Trench Railway has been occupying the majority of my time recently. As you can imagine, we're coming into exhibition season, and also we're coming to that sort of special time of the year where it's come up to the 100th anniversary of the end of the First World War, and as you can imagine, the Trench Railway has been extremely popular. Rail Wells, which was the previous show that I've taken it to, which was a couple of weeks ago now, I can safely say that was its most busiest show to date, being on the week of the 100th anniversary of the start of the Battle of Amiens, which is basically what the layout depicts, the start of that battle. As you can imagine, it was very, very poignant, and we had a lot of people come up and ask about the history of the layout. Were asking questions. I was even live on BBC Radio Somerset. I'll pop a little link in the description below, but hopefully you'll have a couple more days to listen to that show. I'll pop the time next to it as well, which you got to skip to. But they interviewed me for about 5 minutes on the radio about the railway, about a few other projects that I have going, and what inspired me to do it. And it was just absolutely amazing. And on top of that, there were even a couple of write-ups in the local newspaper regarding the show, and they featured the Trench Railway. The Trench Railway, as the headline listed, was a World War I Trench Railway highlight of Rail Wells, which was totally amazing. And there was a picture of me with the layout, which was sort of taken while I was operating the layout, and it was just amazing. But there's quite a few shows coming up with that in the not too distant future. So this weekend we've actually got the Burnham Onsie model railway exhibition. I'm just prepared the layout for that, so I've spent the morning before work cleaning it down, checking all the wiring, making sure everything's all good to go, so fingers crossed it will perform well at that show. And then 2 weeks after that, it's then going to what I believe is going to be its biggest show to date, which is at the Swindon Railway Festival, or Swindon Festival Steam I should say, which is basically held in the Swindon Steam Museum in Swindon. And so do pop along to that show, or well, any of the shows, if you can. Of course, I'll pop another little link up at the top of the video now to my video with all the confirmed display dates for the show for the layout this year. There may be one or two that might be added on. There's a one-day show for the Small and Delightful at Compton Dundon. I did a sort of open day for them earlier on in the year, but hopefully I might be able to get there and do that show as well. But that's still to be confirmed, because I've got to work around work and other things with that. As you can imagine, working weekends and doing shows weekends, I've sort of had to balance work and exhibitions, and as you can imagine, it's been, it's quite exhausting, because there's a lot of work in taking layouts to shows. There's some of you guys exhibit layouts as well, and you'll know that there's a lot of early starts, a lot of preparation, and of course for me, where I work weekends as well, it's sort of I've got to balance it up whether it's right or not. But being 100 years since hopefully when the First World War ends, it makes sense to try and get as much done with the layout as possible. And in fact, there is actually a show coming up this year as well later on the 11th of November, on the 11th day of the 11th month, of course on Remembrance Sunday at the Wincanton Model Railway Exhibition. So I'll be displaying there, so that'll be very, very poignant. So the layout will be on display on Remembrance Sunday. So please do come along to that show if you can. It'll be amazing, and then I'm sure we'll do a minute silence with the layout as well, which be quite poignant. But a few other things. So videos, as I mentioned, I haven't been able to get around to doing much on the Garden Railway. I've had a few people also recently ask about the 2600 project. Now that has been put on the back burner for the foreseeable future. It's been a very enjoyable project that I've been working on the past year, and I haven't done much on it because of the Trench Railway, of course, because I started building the layout and whatnot. But I do hope to continue with that at some point. But I have been working on another exciting project, and if you've been following the Facebook page and a few posts on RM Web, you will see that I'm building another kit bash project. Now this project is something a bit different. Again, it ties in with the World War I theme. So, if I quickly show you this to give you a little sneak preview, but if you're on the Facebook page you will see a bit more of this in advance. And the idea behind this project is, unlike the 2600 project and layout updates where I do an update every time I do a bit of work, this project will hopefully be the whole thing. So it'll be probably around a 30-minute video showing the start of the project right to the end. So it'll basically be like a time-lapse video log of this project. And anyway, here it is. Now, it's not much to look at the moment, as you can see. It's basically just an outline of a bit of kit. But this is a World War I armoured train. Now, this is just the body for the locomotive, and if you've been following, again, on Facebook, you'll see that it's a lot more advanced than this. This is what I'm currently working on. So, the armoured cars are complete, but the locomotive still needs work, as you can see. So, this has got to be detailed up, painted, all the bits added, and then of course added to the chassis. And then once that is done, the train is pretty much complete, and then hopefully I'll be able to get around to posting this video. But it's something I've been working on in the what little free time I've had. And yeah, I'm really, really pleased with the overall results so far, and I hope you will enjoy the videos. Speaking of videos, I've got a new camera. While I was at Rail Wales again, one of these chaps from that I met on the TV show brought along a camera which he placed on the WW1 Trench Railway. I'll pop a link to his video at the top of the screen now and in the description below, but basically it is a camera with a bit of a difference. It is a 360 degree camera. So basically this is a camera that you could, it films perfect 360 degree view, and basically when you watch the video you could actually look around, and he had this on the WW1 Trench Railway and it almost felt like you were one of the troops on the layout and you could almost like walk around the layout. It was absolutely amazing. So I asked him where he got it from. I did a bit of research and I've ended up getting one of these cameras. It was quite reasonable, under £100, which is amazing. It's a bit basic camera, but hopefully I'll be able to bring you some exciting videos with this new camera in the not too distant future. It wires up to a phone, so I've recently got a new phone as well, so basically I can now control this camera from the phone, which is brilliant. And yeah, there'll be a few interesting videos to come, including hopefully one of my own of the WW1 Trench Railway it shows, a couple on this layout, and I've got a really clever idea to combine this camera with the armoured train project. So fingers crossed, hopefully it all line up and it all work, and I'll be able to bring you this really weird and exciting video using this new form of technology. I'm still getting used to it, so the videos may be a bit basic, but we'll see, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you that in the not too distant future as well. Another thing regarding videos, you've probably seen that I've done a lot of videos of railway outings recently, including the Swanage Railway, the West Somerset, Didcot, East Somerset, and I've got Peakorama to come. Now, the reason behind this is because I recently met up with a number of fellow YouTubers. Again, I'll pop a links in the description below to their channels. There's going to be a lot of links down there. I'm going to have to go through this video to try and remember all the links. But basically, these four amazing chaps, fellow YouTubers, came over from New Zealand, and basically I met up with them this summer. So met with Cruisley Road, Tommy Cruisley Road. And basically I met him down at Swanage. We did a day down at Swanage a couple of months ago. And then we also had Liam, Matt and Theo come over as well. And I did a massive week-long tour with them around a number of preserved railways, the West Somerset, Didcot, East Somerset and Peakorama, which of course video is still to come on that one. And basically, we went around as many railways as possible. Oh, and the Gloucester Warwickshire Railway Diesel Gala. They wanted to experience a diesel gala. So basically, I've done a lot of videos with them as well. And of course, being with a group of New Zealanders, as you can imagine, we sort of had a bit of a privileged look on and a couple of cab rides on some of these railways, which explains quite a lot of the cab ride videos I've posted recently. It was just nice for them to have an experience on the cab of a British locomotive. They of course all model double O gauge, British outline in New Zealand, so it was really exciting for them to get to experience this for real. So they were really well impressed with that, and of course I managed to film the occasions as well, hence all the cab rides. There's a couple of more videos from that to come, including a front window view of the S160 on the West Somerset Railway climbing Washford Bank. A couple of months ago I posted a video of 53808 doing the same run. On the same day we had the S160 as well, so I managed to film the S160 from the front window with the smoke box to the front window coach, and the noise was phenomenal, so hopefully you'll enjoy that of her pounding up Washford Bank on the West Somerset. I've also got a short video to come of the model railway display at Bishop's Lydiard. The last video I did on that was really popular, and it went down really well with the guys that run and operate that layout, the volunteers there. So I thought I'd do another little one briefly during our visit. So that's also to come. I've got another short clip of the Taff Tank on the East Somerset Railway, climbing the 1M36 climb on the East Somerset, just a short clip of it, powering up the line. Again, that was really nice sort of little shot. So a little video of that will be coming hopefully soon. The driver even gave us the iconic Titfield Thunderbolt two-tone whistles, which was absolutely brilliant. So look out for that video as well. And then of course I got a full video of the Peakorama permanent model railway exhibition. I haven't been down there for a number of years, so it was great to finally get to sort of film the whole layout, all the layouts there, and basically do a video on that. Apologies for the dog barking. But yeah, so basically, yeah, it's been really busy recently, and yeah, so I've just thought I'd fill you guys in as well. So I hope you enjoyed this update, and I hope this explains the reason behind some of the videos. Another thing as well, keep an eye out on a number of magazines in the not too distant future as well. There's a couple of write-ups regarding the shows, and also as well, we'll keep an eye on Model Rail, because there is a full article on the WW1 Trench Railway in there. As you know, I did a video on when Christopher visited for a photo shoot. So that also will be happening in the not too distant future. I believe it'll be the November issue to of course coincide with the end of the First World War. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Apologies for the little interruption at the end, but I've been going on, I don't know how long I've been rambling on now, but I don't think it'd be worth doing another take after that, but of course that always happens. So anyway, I hope you managed to hear that last thing over the bit of barking there. But anyway, I hope this has filled you in with sort of what's been happening. So yeah, main things, keep an eye out on exhibitions in the not too distant future. Model Rail magazine with the WW1 Trench Railway. Also as well, I've got a couple of items for sale on my Facebook page. I'm thinning down my model railway fleet, so if you're interested in a number of models, and of course I'm planning on selling my first exhibition there at Compton Martin, so keep an eye out on the Facebook page as well. There's a listings on there, and they may be posted elsewhere as well. In fact, I might even do a little video describing what items I have for sale, but I'm having a bit of a clear out up here. It's a bit of a mess in the loft, so that as well. And then of course, main thing, keep an eye out for Channel 5 and the Great Model Railway Challenge. I'm sure you'll hear a bit more about that in Railway Modeller magazine. So Railway Modeller have got information. They're sort of the sponsors for the show. So there'll be a few write-ups in there. I think I've done a bit of an article in there as well. So be sure to keep an eye on that. And of course there'll be more information on the show and when it's due to air. And I'll do a little video to raise a bit more publicity for that as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this update, and again, apologies for the interruption at the end, but I guess that's all left for me to say is this has been SDJR7F88 speaking, and thanks for watching.